I'm going to run you through the ProSteel text flags and the use and editing of ProSteel text flags in this session. The text flags were added in Select Series 4, initially for Pro Concrete objects, but then expanded to take on Pro Steel objects as well. I've utilized them within the marking plan environment for purlins and bridging. They're excellent because you can control their location a lot better than the old position flag objects that we used to use of past. So this session will be good for both the layered AutoCAD product and the Power product as well. So I'm going to kick off in a marking plan environment here. You can see our POS flags here, or rather our text flags here. They look a lot like the old POS flags, but they are in fact a KS text flag. They look a lot different. If you double click on one, the actual dialogue's a lot different, and how we control them is a lot different. The control from this button here, this is how we actually created them to begin with. You can see in my template set here that I've got a couple of different ways that and different templates that I use these things these days. They do work, and they're controlled a lot better, I found, than the old POS flags ever were. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to tidy all this up. I'm going to probably turn a lot of these layers off. Okay, you can see this one here. This is on level PS Dim. This will be exactly the same as AutoCAD. Okay, so I'm just going to turn everything off except for PS Dim. That'll get rid of a lot of residual stuff for us here. That'll just tidy it up for when I'm going to window this. So if we go into one of these here and we go to the display style here, you've got a lot of settings. I can have it with leader, etc., etc. We can change a lot of these settings if you wanted to. The object scale is what's important to me. I want to globally change the scale, okay, for whatever reason. You can see it's 1:60 at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce these down as to 1:20. So I'm going to go back to my dialog, and I need to change just the global annotation to 1:. Let's make it something nice and small. I'm going to make it 1:20, okay? Just so you can see it's changed. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Edit and Exchange. All right. And I don't want to change all parameters. I just want the selected parameters changed and the object scale specifically. All right. So I'm going to window my job, and the global scale is now changed for those based on this. So remember, this was done from the button, not from double clicking on one of them. Okay. All right. Let's say I want to edit its attributes a little bit more. Again, we go to the actual dialog itself, and you can see that I'll just change this back to 60 and make it a little bit easier to see what's going on. It's actually pretty friendly. You can see how it's all updated. I'm actually going to go to the text style, and the way to edit this is we'll select the blank text line there, and you can see that I can change the size, the color, and the type, and then we just load that in. So I'll just change that to 3, and I'll load each line in, and just remember you've got to click over on the left. Okay. Now specifically, I don't want to change the scale anymore. I actually want to change the main text style, okay, which is the first line. Sorry, I've just got to change the actual telling it I want to change the label itself. Okay, so label style and only the main text at the top. Okay, so the style itself. So I hope that makes sense. Turn all these other ones back on just to kind of show you where we're at with it. All right, it's actually pretty easy to control, and I hope you find that useful. All right, a little bit of practice will work wonders.